Hi everyone, this video is to tell you a little bit more about the visual project that was assigned in social studies this week. To begin, I want to stress that it's going to be important to watch this video, How to Start a Revolution, first. This video is about 19 minutes and it really summarizes this book that I've been reading, King George, What Was His Problem? And the whole hilarious story of the American Revolution. And they do summarize it pretty well for sixth graders. There are some images and maps and things from this book that I've scanned and included in the video. And then I summarize the different steps that they label as how to start a revolution. So these are the things that led up to the Revolutionary War. These are the little stories, the little events that are causing problems between the British and the colonists, and that is what your visual project is about. So this project has a Google Doc with the directions. Your job is to think of a time when the colonists and the British were not getting along, a point of conflict or tension, and recreate that in a picture. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute. You're going to write a caption to go with your picture, and that caption is going to use at least 3 vocabulary words, so those are the words you've been studying on Quizlet. There's a scoring guide at the bottom for this project. Right now it says these are out of 4 points. I think they'll stay out of 4 points. I want to know that you have a historically accurate idea of the events that took place before the American Revolution, and the images you've used in your scene are accurate. Your caption is going to well describe what is happening in your picture and how that is a conflict between the colonists and the British, and is going to use at least 3 vocabulary words in that caption. Google Classroom also gives you the link to storyboard that. This is the, let's see if I can get that on the screen. This is what you're going to use to create your visual. When I click Create, it is going to give me some options, and it starts with Scene. And I have 3 boxes here, which is exactly what you need. It automatically starts with a town. Some of these might work, but they have to be historically accurate. So I don't want anything that is going to look modern. I don't want to have like the modern day technologies. I'm not going to use the one with cars or the fancy train station or anything like that. I might want to look at classical homes. This one has a lot of good inside pictures and even some outside pictures of buildings that are a little simpler. It's a drag and drop tool. I can also edit these. This one gives me the option of editing the wall color. I can drag characters in next, and since the events leading up to the Revolutionary War took place in the 1700s, I'm going to choose this time period and scroll until I see some characters that have looked like the characters we've seen in some of the resources we've used so far. And I'll drag some of these in here. I can change some of the features about them. Edit pose will let you change their expression, maybe their position, and I can rotate them a little bit. So this should show something that happened that leads up to the American Revolution. Maybe you want to show the Boston Tea Party. Maybe you want to show the Boston Massacre. Maybe you want to show colonists protesting one of the taxes. Maybe you want to show if there is a boycott of an item. Once I have started my storyboard, I am going to want to save it. There's a save button at the bottom. Yours is going to look different than mine because I've used this a few times already. Check off the little box at the bottom that says you've read and agreed to the terms and conditions, and then sign in with Google. It'll use your school email and it will work fine. Next time you could choose My Storyboards instead of creating a new one. Once this is finished, you're going to want to save maybe just a picture or a screenshot of this storyboard and include it with a caption on Google Docs. And I think I'm going to upload a separate video about how to include captions and copying these images onto a Google Doc. Just a few more things to note up on Storyboard. There is a search bar, so if you don't automatically find what you are looking for, maybe you wanted to add a table, I can search this way and it will give me some images or pictures of tables that I can include on my storyboard. So if you are missing something, the search bar is helpful. If I want the same people in the other scenes, I can also copy them with this copy function here. So I'll be able to drag the same character, maybe just with a different expression and in a different place. If you're working and you have any questions about how to use Storyboard or about what to put in your storyboard, just let me know and we can either talk about it, we can send emails, or I can let you screen share so I can walk you through how to use some of these tools. Thanks, and I'm looking forward to seeing this work.